And lastly, brothers and sisters, we're going to look at verse 10. Now, this is a different spin on it, right? Because it is relevant. It is relevant to what we're talking about, which is, of course, to love your neighbor as yourself. But verse 10 says, "For whosoever shall keep the whole law, yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all of them." So let's repeat that, okay? Because for whosoever shall keep the whole law, yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. Well, here we are looking at your love towards your neighbor, love thy neighbor as thyself, the last 6 commandments. That's what we're looking at. But I wanted to take into consideration one point, which is currently being very much spoken about in the Christendom world. Not only in SDA, but pretty much in all of the Christian world, which is the Sabbath. Brothers and sisters, that verse there clearly stated that if you offend even in one point, you nullify the whole law. The whole law is to be kept in one aspect, which is what? All 10 commandments, the first 4 and the last 6. First 4 for the God, the last 6 for the second 6 for man. And what's the 4th commandment? Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Okay, now people of Christian world will be happily to accept the 6, and then they say the 4th one was fulfilled. Now, if the whole law was fulfilled in Jesus Christ, that means we don't need to keep any of the laws, and we're happy to, we can go ahead stealing, we can go ahead killing, we can go ahead coveting, we can do everything because the law has been fulfilled. Now, we have touched on this plenty of times. I'll put in a couple of links in the description for this study here. We've touched upon this a couple of times, but it's very important to keep stressing on the fact that the 4th commandment is the seal of God. It has the title, the dominion, and who God is. That is what a seal consists of. And that right there is the seal of God. So Ellen White writes in Desire of Ages, "Another deception was now to be brought forward. Satan declared that mercy destroyed justice, that the death of Christ abrogated the Father's law. Had it been possible for the law to be changed or abrogated, being gotten rid of, then Christ need not have died. But to abrogate the law would be to immortalize transgression and place the world under Satan's control. It was because the law was changeless, because man could be saved only through obedience to its precepts, that Jesus Christ was lifted up on the cross. Yet the very means by which Christ established the law, Satan represented as destroying it. Here will come the last conflict of the gate controversy between Christ and Satan. Satan saying Christ was the law was the reason Christ died. By Satan saying the reason Christ died was to get rid of the law.